Hello and welcome back to Cat Pose Yoga Studio. Today we are going to be focusing on slowing down. So we're going to do a flow, but I really wanted to slow it down, especially start your week, start your day. So we're going to start in child's pose. And I recommend any props you might need. So a blanket to rest your head on, some blocks if that helps. We're going to spend some time in each pose. So get the props you need and we'll go ahead and get started. So bringing your knees out the width of your mat. Inhale, exhale, back into child's pose. And we're going to stay here for several minutes and we're going to connect with our breath. So take this time to first just kind of notice your breath before you do anything. And some modifications you can do, you can always put a block in between your feet. You can do a block under your knees. You can do a blanket under your knees. So, like I said, we're going to be here for a little while, so I want you to be good and comfortable. Once you started to notice your breath, just kind of the length of your breath, the depth of your breath, the pace of it, now I really want you to intentionally think about it. So I'm going to have you inhale through your nose, and then on an exhale, do a nice relaxing okay? Staying in child's pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Do about 5 more on your own. Good. Now go back to your regular breath. On your next inhale, come on up. If you had a prop, remove it. And I want you to go ahead and just find an easy seat. We're just going to continue to center and connect with our breath. That didn't quite do it for me, so I was like, let's try something new. So get into an easy seat, something comfortable. Again, you can always have props under your knees, a blanket. In fact, I might just put a blanket across my lap because I'm feeling cozy today. This time when you breathe, I want you to imagine opening the back of your throat, but keeping your mouth closed and creating this kind of sound. We'll do 5 of those. So get comfortable, lengthen your spine. On inhale, exhale. Good. 4 more at your own pace. Two more. Good. Now back to your regular breathing. So breathing is a really important part of yoga. And if you're not connecting your movement with your breath or your mind with your breath, your mind, your body, your spirit, you're not really doing yoga. Then you're just kind of working out. So it's really important to focus on yoga, breath or pranayama. It's really important. So anytime throughout the practice, if you find yourself holding your breath, just come back into a child's pose, compose yourself, come back to your breath, and then jump right back in. So let's get into cat-cow. I'm going to do some warming up of the spine. I like this one. So make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Kind of start by wagging the tail a little bit. Good. Now we're going to inhale into cow. So you're going to drop your belly, look up to the sky, bring your tailbone to the sky. Inhale. Exhale into cat. So you're going to round your back, bring your gaze in between your knees. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going at your own pace. We're warming up the spine here, so you don't have to start super intense. You can let it build as you go. Let's do about 3 more. I lost track, so we'll do 1 more after this. Inhale. Exhale. Good, back to neutral spine. Swing your legs out in front of you. Get into a nice, easy pose. And we're going to inhale, arms above the head, shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the spine, so extend on an inhale. Lengthen on an inhale, I should say. On an exhale, take your right hand, and you can bring your hand to the mat or your forearm. You can always use a block to bring the ground closer to you. Okay, so inhale and exhale. Nice C curve of the spine. Really feel a stretch in your left side body. Don't let your head collapse. Your head's still active, nice and lengthened, even. Actively get your left hip down onto the mat. Stay here for 5 breaths. Like I said, we're slowing it down today. And I don't know if you can tell, but if you see, as I inhale, I lengthen. And on my exhale, I just kind of allow myself to fall deeper into the stretch. One more. Good. Inhale. Arms above the head, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to the other side. We're warming up the spine here. Stay here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Good. On your next inhale, I want you to bring your left hand behind your left booty cheek. Inhale your right arm up. Bring it to your knee, and we're just going to exhale and do a gentle twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Imagine bringing your heart up to the ceiling. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Use your exhale to put you deeper into the twist. This should not hurt, okay? So listen to your body. Feel it in your body. Good. Inhale back to center. Inhale your right hand behind you. Left arm comes up. Exhale. Gentle twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Good. Come back to center. All right, now we're going to get started a little bit, start to heat things up just a little bit. Find yourself in a high plank, and I want you to hold here for 5 breaths. So do a body scan. Find yourself in a nice straight line. Glutes actively engaged. We're going to start waking up the body now. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, bringing your gaze just a little bit past your mat, and we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Here we go. Engage your core. Good. Inhale. On your next exhale, bring your hips up for our first downward dog of the day. Bring your biceps by your ears. Hips to the sky. Chest towards the thighs as much as you can. We're still warming up. Listen to your body. Okay? I hate when my hands slip like that. So engage your all 10 fingers into the mat. That'll help you hopefully not slip. I'm really slippery today. Pedal out your feet. Get some movement. Good. On an inhale, we're gonna wave our body back into a high plank. And then on an exhale, back into downward dog. 5 of these at your own pace. Here we go. With your breath. So inhale, exhale. If you can, try to get a little bit deeper into your downward dog each time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to your breath. Good. Try to bring your chest a little bit closer to your thighs if you can. Heels towards the ground. Good. On an inhale, look between your hands. Walk your feet in between your hands and forward fold. Nice generous bend in your knees if you need it. Waking up the body. On an inhale, place your hands on your thighs, halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Feel the nice stretch in your hamstrings. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Stay here for a couple of breaths. You can keep your hands up here, or you can bring them to your side, but just do a quick scan of the body and just start to notice your body and connect with your breath again. And notice, are you kind of out like this? Are you tucked under? Are your feet, are all 4 corners of your feet on the mat? Are you twisted a little bit? Just take a moment here. Good. Inhale, your arms above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your hands onto the mat. Come back into high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Good. All right, we're going to start getting into our movement. So on an inhale, 3-legged dog. Bring your right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Feet between your hands. Drop your left leg into a nice low lunge. Inhale, your hands up to your thigh. And we're just going to stay here for several breaths. And don't force it at first, but with each exhale, just kind of naturally allow your body to sink into this stretch. And I kind of like to play around with it, so kind of bring your right hip back if you want, and then feel it in your body, feel these sensations. Visualize on an inhale, expanding your lower body and bringing the air into your left thigh, left hip. Good, inhale, exhale. Bring your right feet up towards the sky, right toes, and come back into a half split. Again, always use a prop. Use a prop if you need to. You can sit on it, right? You can use it for support. Bring your chest towards the wall in front of you. Exhale. Deeper into the stretch. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to high plank. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Downward dog. Now we're going to do it with our left foot. So inhale. Left foot up to the sky. Square your hips down towards the mat. Exhale. Feet between your hands. Drop your right knee. Uncurl your toes. Connect with your breath. Inhale. Up. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to settle in. Feel it in your body. This is your practice. I'm just kind of guiding you through it. Imagine bringing your tailbone down towards your mat and really feeling that stretch in your right hip. Sorry, my stomach's making all sorts of weird noises. Try to relax into the pose as well, so don't hold it in your face, right? Relax your jaw. Relax the muscles in your forehead. Shoulders away from your ears. Good, inhale. Exhale, half split. Lengthen on an inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale. We didn't stay in that one very long because that hurts. All right, bring your toes back under. Lift, inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look between your hands. You can hop, skip, walk, whatever you need. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back here. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, mountain, Tadasana. Exhale. Forward fold. Good. Inhale, back to high plank. We're going to add on to that now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Your right knee up, your right leg up, excuse me. Square your hips towards the ground. Exhale. Bring your foot in between your hands. Instead of a low lunge, we're going to stay up high. You're going to inhale. You can inhale your hands above your head, or you can keep them on your knee. This one's a little bit tougher. Engage your back thigh. Sink lower into your right foot, or excuse me, your right knee, leg. Feel the weight in your right heel. Extend your left thigh up towards the sky. We're going to sink into it again. Bring your tailbone down towards the mat and feel that. Really feel that stretch. Everything active. Why don't we go ahead, if it's in your practice, bring your arms up above your head like this. Biceps by the ears, shoulders away from your ears. And breathe. Good, inhale. Exhale, frame your foot. Woo! That one I felt in my back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Come back to your breath. Same thing other side. You're going to inhale your left leg up. Square your hips towards the mat. Exhale, foot between hands. Come back to your breath. Make sure your knees stay over your ankles when we're in these poses. Inhale, come on up. Engage everything again. So right knee, right thigh up towards the sky. If you can, kind of push your back heel towards the mat. Knee over ankle. Tailbone down towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here for a few breaths. Good, inhale, exhale, frame the foot, inhale, high plank, exhale, downward dog, inhale, look between your hands, exhale, bring your feet between your hands or up to the top of your mat, forward fold. We're gonna stay here for a second, because I don't know about you, my lower back was feeling it, so we're just gonna kind of neutralize the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. My shirt's going crazy. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, mountain. All right, I'm not done yet. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. Something to keep in mind is hinging at the waist, hinging at your hips. So if you find yourself rounding your back, that's not correct. So whenever you want to fold forward or move through something, think of hinging at the hips and keeping your back flat, okay? Whenever you find your back rounding, that's a good indicator, not so much for forward fold, but for other things that you might need a prop. So a block, a strap, anything like that. Or you just don't go as far into the bend, the stretch. So inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, hands onto the mat, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for a second. Connect with your breath. Pedal out your feet. Tailbone to the sky, chest towards the thighs. Heels towards the mat. Inhale, your right leg up. Oh, wait, time out. We're gonna get into pyramid. So I'm gonna recommend having blocks nearby. You don't have to, but I'm going to do blocks. So if you want a block or a book, something to bring the ground closer to you, go ahead and get that now. All right, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, flip between hands. Inhale, come on up. We're gonna lengthen our right leg and bring your left leg back up a little bit. So we're gonna get into pyramid pose. Okay, and as much as you can, square your hips towards the front of the room. Your heels should be in line. Okay, you're making a nice pyramid. All right, this is where the blocks come in. Inhale. Exhale. You're gonna feel an intense stretch on your back or on your front thigh. The back of your front thigh, if you will. And what you're gonna wanna do, because the tendency might be that your hips are gonna open up, draw your right hip back and kind of bring your left hip forward. Actually, these can be a little bit closer to your feet. On an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold deeper into the stretch. You can have your blocks like this. Like this. Or you don't even need blocks. We're going to really settle into this pose. Be aware of your, see, and how my back was rounding. I believe it was rounding. So I'm going to stay up here with my blocks. Lengthen on an inhale. Exhale. So again, my back isn't doing this, kind of hinging at your hips. It shouldn't hurt, right? You want to feel a sensation, but you don't want to feel pain. Inhale, come on up. Woo-wee. All right. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Woohoo. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Other side. I'm kind of tired of facing this way. I'm going to go this way. Okay. Pyramid on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Foot between your hands. Connect with your breath. Inhale. Whew. Exhale, lengthen. I guess you would inhale, lengthen your left leg. Bring your right leg in a little bit closer. Again, heels in line. Draw your left hip back. Bring your right hip forward to square towards the mirror as much as you can. So it's hard to square your hips towards the front. Like your foot's pointing back, right? So it can only go so far. But the idea is that you want to try to get them square to the front of the room, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Hinging at the hips, feeling that sensation, that nice stretch in the back of the left leg. Adjust your hips. So bringing your left hip back. You don't want to lock your knee. You want your leg to be straight, but your knee not to be locked. Settle in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Again, not rounding the back, hinging forward. Feeling that stretch. Relax the face. Good. Inhale, right foot to meet the left. Inhale, your hands above your head. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. All right, we're gonna get into our peak pose now. So let's go through our kind of mini flow again. So hands on the mat, come into high plank. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, hips square towards the mat. Exhale, feet in between your hands. Inhale, up, extend your right leg, bring your left leg in. So we're going to get back in the pyramid, okay? Now, we're going to do revolved half moon. So, as we get into pyramid, so check your alignment. Heels are aligned. Hips are squared as much as they can be towards the front. Inhale. Exhale. Bend into the pyramid now. Wait, I have to think. Bring your left block about a foot in front of your foot. Inhale, your left leg up, heel towards the back wall, and then bring your right arm up towards the sky. I think I did this right. Or, no, this would be half moon. Yeah, so revolved half moon. Engage everything, engage your left glute. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little shaky. If you have neck or head issues, shoulders even, you don't have to look this way. You can stay just straight ahead. Hold this pose. When you twist into something, use your core to twist. Inhale, exhale, come on down. Woo! All right. I don't know about you, I'm kind of bored of doing the flow. So let's just get into the other side. So, pyramid. Heels are aligned. Good. Hips are squared towards the front of the room. Inhale. Hinging at the hips. This time, we're going to bring this block forward. Inhale. Right leg up. Exhale. Twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Good. Exhale. Forward fold. Woo! Inhale. Exhale. We're going to get into a nice wide-legged fold. So inhale. Exhale. Hinge at the hips. I just really like this one. Feels good. You can stay here. You can come down into this one. My hips aren't going to want to do that today. You can do a single leg forward fold. Or you can stay in the center. We're going to stay here for a few breaths though. Make sure I'm noticing myself kind of coming forward. Keep the weight in your heels. So hinge at the hips, keep the weight in the heels. Good, inhale, hands on the mat. You're gonna come on down onto your belly. We did a lot of forward folds. So now we're gonna do some back bends to kind of counter that. So first, go ahead and just lay your ear on the mat. Bend your knees, and we're gonna do some gentle windshield wipers from side to side. Good, come back to center. Inhale your hands by your chest, forehead to the mat. We're gonna get into cobra. So shoulders are engaged down your back. Bring your legs together. On an inhale, let your inhale bring you up. So inhale, lift your chest to the sky. Exhale, come down. So it's not your hands lifting you, it's your inhale. So I could float my hands a little bit like this and you'll see. Okay, so let's do about 3 more of those at your own pace with your breath. So inhale to come up, exhale to come back down. One more. Good. Alligator pose. Bring your hands on top of one another. Let's go ahead and windshield wiper again. Good, now grab a block. We're gonna get into an assisted bridge pose. So come onto your back. On an inhale, so soles of the feet are on the mat. They're about hip width distance. Knees are gonna point forward. Inhale, bring your block underneath your low back. Draw your shoulders down your back. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths, just kind of get everything released. Good. Inhale, remove the block. Exhale. Do any last minute movements your body needs. I might do some more quick windshield wipers. And then when you're ready, I'm gonna grab my blanket. Come into your final resting pose, Shavasana. And you can stay here as long as you like. I hope this movement was helpful today and that you enjoyed it. And have a great rest of your day.